Good morning. And I'm going to still say that as a positive note, although this morning I'm really not feeling it. What came up that was just a simple scenario? Oh yeah, we the people. You know, when we the people was derived, it was meant to be we the people, all of us, and anything that you had to work on for the nation, you worked on. Is there opposition? Most definitely. But you worked on it together and pounded it out. Okay? Even if one side of the government had the majority, we the people, you still ran things up a flagpole. Okay? You still went by protocol for a reason. If you have the majority, what are you to worry about? What that does is it keeps the power in check on the executive branch, let's say, in this case. And I say it in this case for a reason. We the people, if they had full power of one side of the government or not, they turn around and they run things in and get approval. They may not have the consensus of everybody, but they've got the majority of the vote. We the people are not included in this administration. If you are part of the group that is in full power, you don't discard protocol just because. You don't discard protocol. Okay? If you still go through the protocol and you come out as the winner or the one who is approved or whatever, but you don't discard it altogether. Okay? And there's a reason for that, and the reason for that is because at least you could say, hey, we went along the guidelines of what the founding fathers said. We went along the guidelines of what we the people are about. Okay? Only because you got the majority and whatever. But when you have someone not doing that, and it would normally come, and in this instance, from the executive branch, turn around and go rogue without just running it through policy, there is no longer we the people. There is no longer we the people. Dictatorship? Most definitely. And you don't even have to compare it to past dictatorships or anything. That's a dictatorship. There is no we the people anymore. What has happened with this little bombing raid and just simply not being ran through? If they have the approval of all the majority, then run it through. Simply because you know that you got it. Okay? It will prove and flex your little muscle that your party still has the power. But when the executive, in this case, branch, decides to just go rogue and do it their own, they have discarded everything that our country stood for already. He can turn around and say that they were aiming at us. I don't care what the hell he tries to use as an excuse. It really doesn't matter. What he has done is discarded we the people completely. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There is also no argument on that. You can't, there's no, I'll say it this way, there's no fucking way that you can argue that. There's no way that you can even argue that point. He decided to go it rogue, then turn around and say, oh, well, we'll put it through the Congress and see if we can get approved. After you've already done the damage. If all of a sudden something went wrong, let's say, in a bombing. If all of a sudden they decided to bomb and something went off and it took out way more people than what they expected, and it became more of a tragic than a strategic, we're held accountable because of the actions of one man. No longer we the people. No longer we the people. Okay? It's as simple as that. That's the reason why the protocols are in place. I don't know why those that used to stand for Old Glory are the ones that are totally discarding, unless they do not have spies, completely. I'm not really sure why, but the Republican Party that is showing up in the actual chambers right now are so drinking the water. They are so spineless. They are so under a spell. They're not even, and I'll say it that way, they're not even willing to, this Project 2025, they're not even willing to expand as to what they're going to be doing. Okay? That's how under a spell they are. Okay? Even if they had a plan, they're not telling the people. Okay? I don't think they have one. But I'll go back to the scenario that is right now in place. There is no we the people. Okay? That began to deteriorate the day that everyone voted Trump in. I hope you really have a nice day. I'm going to keep on watching it because I am an American. I still live in this country. But what's happened, and I don't care who we're trying to defend or anything, not going by protocol, is going to come back to bite us. Got nothing but love for him.